Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I don't know when you guys will be seeing this, but I did do a chat spat and kind of unloaded a little bit about how the oversaturation of just seeing overly hyped products from all the channels that get sent to PR. That's really all that you guys have been seeing lately, all that I've been seeing lately, all that people really talk about is either brand new things at the drugstore or all of the PR that the YouTubers are getting sent on a daily or weekly basis. And that's all that gets hyped up, that's all that gets talked about, and it's a little irritating for me as a viewer to watch because I can't afford a lot of high-end. I like watching it, but not from a million different people, and not on a scale of depending on things that I'm going to buy, because I just can't buy a lot of high-end. So I like to find a lot of off-brands online, a lot of deals online. I like to find a lot of drugstore, and then I do like some high-end, but I want it to be something that is so worth it that I have to save for one to get it, and it's going to be worth saving that money. So I really wanted to start doing something, and I was going to come on here and just do a long-ass video about like the whole of everything that I have in my collection that I don't think is talked about enough or that deserves the hype and it just isn't getting it because they don't send out all their stuff for PR constantly. But I think that I might make this either an installment or an actual series, and I want you guys to let me know if that's something that you want to see. I think that I might end up making it a series, but I don't know if it's going to be like a legit week by week or bi-weekly kind of thing, like my chat spats or my I hauled it. I think I might just do them when I have the stuff. So I'm only going to bring on a couple of products because I really want to be able to talk about them and not just be like, oh, here's the product, it's great, go get it. I want to be able to explain it in greater detail. So if this is something that you guys think is a good idea, give this video a thumbs up and just keep watching and we'll get right into this. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is some brushes because, you know, brushes after the fact of skincare, and this is only my opinion, this is how I work my life around beauty and makeup. Skincare is the most important thing, and you know, without a good canvas, your makeup doesn't look good no matter how good the makeup is. So besides that, my next most important thing for me is brushes, because if you don't have the right brushes or good enough brushes to apply that makeup with, it's also not going to look that great. So I have two companies that are not talked about barely at all, and they are so good and so affordable, and so I really want to talk to you guys about them. Now we know that there's Sigma is out there, MAC brushes are out there, and people constantly talk about them or refer to them when they're trying to compare brushes to something else. They're always comparing them to those types of brushes because that's what's popular here on YouTube. But I've seen good and bad reviews on both of those. You know, there's always good and bad with every company. So I have some brushes that I use religiously that I love that are not that expensive and they are not that talked about. So the first company is Mikasa. Now I am a affiliate for them, so if you ever use the links that I have in my description box to purchase these, I do get a commission off from that. It's not a big commission at all, but it's a commission, and I did that because I stand behind Mikasa and the brand and the brushes so much that was something that I was willing to put my name on in an affiliate sense. I love these. Now I got sent the blush brush, this brush, and the blending brush for me for free because I wanted to do a sponsor for them on FameBit, and they said that I wasn't big enough, you know, my reach wasn't big enough, so they said, you know, we kind of feel bad, so we'll send you out a couple of brushes. And I was like, alright, you know, kind of like you know, like snotty. Now the first one is something that I always use no matter what makeup look I do, because you guys know I like my smoky looks. This is the blending brush. This is the E300 blending brush. Now, Mikasa is not a very talked about brand, but they are a very popular brand. Like, their Instagram is huge. They have thousands of followers. They are really well known on there, but they just aren't hyped up on YouTube, and I'm not sure why. Their brushes are they're made so well. You know, like they shed a tiny bit when you first get them. It's not even really shedding. It's more of like a couple of breakages here and there, but then once you wash them and you really get into it, there's nothing like that. No shedding, no breakage, nothing. They apply beautifully, give you like an airbrushed feeling and look to your face. They just do everything I need them to do, and they have all different kinds of brushes. So this is by far my favorite, one of my favorites. This is their blending brush. It allows me to do a smoky eye like no other brush ever has. And my next favorite is something that I talk about all the time, and this is their F111 blush brush. Now, I am giving one of these away, and that will be at the end of the month, not too long from now. And I bought that brush myself for you guys for that giveaway, and because I love this so much. I've never had a blush brush, and I've struggled with the blush brushes a lot, and everybody likes the Real Technique ones. I don't like that one at all. It's really weird. But this one, any blush that I use, it's just like an airbrush finish. So this is another one of my absolute favorites that I use every single time I do my makeup. Now this one, the E230, this is something that I use for colors on my lid, and it applies them perfectly. It makes it so I don't constantly need to use a spray like Max Fix Plus or anything else. I don't have to constantly do that with colors that won't pick up on the brush a lot. This brush grabs onto them so well. As you can see, I used it with my yellow, my little colorful tutorial I did the other day. I love this brush a lot. I don't use it all the time. Now, ones that I just bought myself recently, I do get a percentage off from buying them, but I did buy them myself. This one is the F200. It is just their stippling brush. I haven't used this too much. What I like to do with this is if I bake my face or I have too much setting powder on my face, I like to just kind of swirl this around my face, and it just sets it all so perfectly. So I'm really starting to like that a lot. This next one is the E220, and this is their concealer brush. This is so thin and pointed that I can get right up into the corner of my eye and all the way underneath my eye so well. I've never seen a concealer brush like this before, and it's just so good. So I'm absolutely loving this. And then my new favorite, and I mean my new favorite, I've been wanting this and I knew I was gonna love it because of the blush brush. This is their F100 powder brush. This is so soft and so big, and I mean it works so perfectly for powder that I love this. Like, I love it so much. It's so big and it's so great. I would highly recommend this one, the blush brush, and the blending brush, like, to anyone. I mean, these are something that I don't think anyone should go without in their collection. This is something that should be hyped up way over MAC or Sigma or any of them. But hey, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion. And the next brushes are Beauty Junkie brushes. Now, these are just starting to actually get around. They're starting to circulate in the smaller community, and that's because they are actually doing sponsorships now for, you know, promoting their product, getting it out there. These are worth it, you guys. Whether you see it from a sponsor or just it was sent free to review or someone actually bought these, you always consistently see good reviews. Now, they're not always sponsored or promoted for free, and people are still talking about them because they're good, but they don't have that much hype. They're not that saturated in the community, and they deserve it. Now, this first one is something that I recently got. This is their flat definer. I use this to clean up my eyebrows, and I've never had my eyebrows look so good when I use this. You take a little concealer, and it's so skinny and flat that it just gets right in there, and you can shape your brows exactly how you want to. There is absolutely no shedding with these at all. My absolute favorite for my eyebrow brush with them, though, is the actual brow brush. I use this every time in my Get Ready With Me's. It has a huge, nice spoolie, and then a very thin, defined, angled kind of brush at the end. It works amazing for your eyebrows and gives you everything that you need in the one brush. The next one is my absolute favorite from them, and that is their tapered blending brush. This is what you see so many people talk about. This is just like the Sigma E40, I believe. I think that's what everybody talks about. It's not particularly like dead soft, you know, like it's not so soft. You will feel a little bit of prickliness there, but I've noticed that really, really helps because I do have super soft blending brushes, and I have noticed that with that, this helps get the product evened out on your eye. It distributes the product with a lot less patchiness and a lot less work. So I use this every single time I do my eyes without fail, and I won't stray from that. And the last one is also something new, and this is their tapered brush. Now, this tapered brush I use, obviously it's green. I use it for color correcting on spot treatments where I have a pimple, or just getting into my under eye before I go in with the Mikasa concealer brush. I love this. It's really good. You can find these anywhere, though. This one isn't really something that's special, ooh, you must have, but it definitely is a good brush from them. Now, let's get into some makeup. Now, the first thing is something that I did, and it wasn't a sponsor. It was just a free product review, and I was really excited about it, and not a lot of people seemed really interested in it, and now all of a sudden, a lot of bigger people are talking about it. Even Niki Tutorials used it. A girl that I absolutely love, Madison, she used them recently. And that is the Belfier eyeshadows. These are so good. I cannot explain it to you. Like, they're amazing. They look a lot like the Morphe shadows, only they are 10 times better. 10 times better. Better products, better ingredients, better everything. They are a little bit pricey, but not much. Like, these are definitely affordable, definitely something that is possible. They are way better than MAC shadows. I have a few MAC shadows, and these are way better, more pigmented, long wearing. They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. Just swatching them, you can see how amazing they are. They do have a little bit of fallout with the shimmery ones, but that's to be expected with anything. You know, if you wet your brush a little bit, you will see the magic within these. They are so amazing. So yeah, Niki Tutorials just recently used them in one of her Get Ready With Me's or tutorials, and I saw another friend of mine, Madison, use these. And I mean, people are starting to really talk about these. They're really starting to use them. So this might be something that is a little bit more saturated soon. But at first, when I used them, people were just like, oh, that's a no-name brand. And no, not doing it. Because, you know, this person and this person and this person, no one knows who they are. So I'm not buying them. Come on, you guys. No one knew who these were or what this was or cared about it when I was reviewing them. But, you know, they might be a little bit bigger now that Niki Tutorials is talking about them. The next thing I want to talk about is eyelashes. Now, so many people are all for the Demi Wispies if you want to talk about eyelashes that are affordable. Those are what's hyped up here on YouTube. I found something that is much cheaper, you get more in the pack, and they are amazing, and that is Kiss's lashes. Now, these ones are like the Demi Wispies. They are the number 11 lashes. You can get them in store at Walmart. They are so affordable, way more affordable than the Demi Wispies from Ardell, and they last so much longer. Like, they're just so much easier to apply, and I'm just like, why is Kiss lashes not being hyped up? Because they should be, because their lashes are always so beautiful. They always have a very thin band, so you don't have to worry about trying to work around that. If you're new to lashes, these are going to be your best friend, and they're less expensive than all the other ones that everybody claims that are so amazing. Now, Ardell lashes are amazing. I'm not going to lie. Most of the products that are hyped up are pretty good products. But there's better out there for your buck. There's cheaper ones out there that are either just as good or they're better. Now, these ones for me are better and cheaper. So I just don't understand why more people aren't talking about them. I love them. I wear them constantly. They're my daddy long leg eyelashes. And the last thing that I want to talk about in this video, so it's not too long, is the Sonia Kashuk Brightening Powder. I don't see anyone talking about this, and I don't understand why. I know that the Laura Mercier, her powders are being hyped to the moon and back, and then I'm seeing a lot of people coming out now saying, I bought that shit and it's crap. Like, I'm so mad about it because it was so expensive. And I'm sitting over here like this with this $12 powder, and I'm like, you guys have no idea how amazing this powder is. It's just a white translucent brightening powder, and it gives you such brightening effect under your eye. It's very, very finely milled, so it's not hard to work with. It doesn't leave a cast when you take a picture. It's just amazing, and I love it. I want to get a million backups of these. Now, for the drugstore, it is a little bit expensive, but for what's being hyped up here on YouTube, this is nothing compared to how much that Laura Mercier powder costs. And I'm guessing that it's probably just as good because I can't see how anything else would be as good as this is. This is an amazing powder. I absolutely love it. And if you can't afford the Laura Mercier or any of the high-end brightening powders, this is going to be your girl, you guys. You will love this. And it's under $20 and you get a huge amount of it. Like, how much is in here? Let me see if I can find it. Probably not. I'll shoot it up. But they also don't test on animals. You know, there's just so much greatness around this all across the board. I just don't understand why it doesn't have more hype here on YouTube. So that is everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments if this is something that you want to continue to see from me, because I have a ton of products. I was going to put them all together and I'm like, don't do that, Niki. No one wants to go through like an hour-long video. So if you want to continue to see these, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it can help you guys out in some way. If you want to see anything or purchase any of it, it will be down in the description box. The Beauty Junkies brushes are just strictly a code, and I don't even know if it's still available. I'll have to double check for you guys. I don't get anything if you purchase from them, but the Mikasa is an affiliate link and I will get a commission. So if you don't want to click on anything that's an affiliate link or help me out in that sense in any way, I will also leave the non-affiliated links for you as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!